What is good, you got my name is Later back on reaction video for today. For today, guys, I am glad to be finally back on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's been 5 days. Yeah, it's almost been basically it's almost been a week. You know what I'm saying? So what have I been doing? I've been relaxing. I've been chilling. I've been looking for a job. And now, like I said, guys, if you guys have read my post, I have finally found a job. So I started yesterday. Today I did not go to work because of some issues that was happening with the scheduling time. But I will be working Friday. So I think I told you guys my schedule on the post. I think I deleted it though. But just to tell you guys again, I will be working from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p. From 7 a.m. to 3:10, 3:05, 3:10. You know what I'm saying? P.m. What's gonna happen after that is that I usually take the bus to get back home, which the bus close to the work is at like 3:25. I get home around 4 o'clock. So after when it's 4 o'clock, I usually just come up straight. I will come like straight up here to this setup, and I will react to any type of reactions that were posted that day. Obviously, like usual. Yeah, and then I usually would go to the gym around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Get back. If there's any other reaction videos, I might react to it. But if there's not, then I'll just relax and everything. But that will be the schedule. So it's sort of like the schedule from last year. If you guys, if any of you guys, oh my gosh, I can't talk. If anybody was new, if anybody is new, last year I went to school. I mean, last year, obviously I went to school, but last year I had a camping job. You know, I was a camp counselor, and I was back home around like, let's say 3:30, and that's when I would usually like post videos and stuff because of the summer. So same sort of schedule if you guys are old or anything that remember this. But let's get right into the video, guys. We're gonna be reacting to 4 disturbing true roommates horror stories. Oh my god, this is gonna be so freaking stupid, bro. Like, I know I felt like I was gonna, I wanted to avoid this so badly, but I know you guys will be on my ass. Like, yo, Mr. freaking, he did up another video. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's get right to the video. Smash that like button, guys, and let's get it. Stupid roommates, man. Thank goodness I don't have any roommates for school. I got single room. Haha.
When I was 22, I got a job in New York City. Living in Jersey, however, there was no way I'd be able to do that commute daily.
Damn.
So moving was a necessity. Only thing, I didn't have a lot of money yet. So when I saw an ad on Craigslist for an available bedroom in an apartment in the Hell's Kitchen area for a really low price, I jumped on it.
Damn.
I took a ride to the city the next day to view the apartment, and the landlord gave me a quick tour of the place. The landlord himself seemed a bit socially awkward, but that didn't really matter at all. The place did come with a catch. I'd have a roommate. The landlord said he's a very quiet, to himself kind of person, which he said was good. My roommate's name would be Bren.
Wow. Bren. That sounds like a serial killer. Bren sounds like an automatic sus-ass person.
On Bren's door, asking if he'd like to come out and say hello. Bren didn't even answer.
Wow.
The landlord suggested he might be taking a nap. So we moved on to talking in the living room, where I said I was interested in renting. I signed an application, and the next day, the landlord called and offered me the room. So I moved in the next week. My dad helped me unload all my furniture into my little room. Something odd to note was that never once did this Bren character come out during all this commotion to at least say hi.
Wow.
He was definitely home. We heard him moving around in his room. I came to the early realization that he probably wasn't going to be friendly at all.
Probably.
When we finished unloading the van, my dad left and I was alone, officially moved out.
Damn. Alone.
I sat in my bed and started watching Netflix
You're
on
dead.
my laptop. Then I heard the door to Bren's room open and close.
Of course, when everything is dark, when everything is all, you know, when it's prime time hours, when it's 3 p.m., that's when this fool wants to come out.
This seemed like my chance to go out and say hi. It was his first time leaving his room. I got out of my bed, but before I could even get to my bedroom door, the front door to the apartment slammed shut.
Whoa.
I stepped outside to the living room, and no one was there.
Yep, he left. He bounced.
I didn't know what the deal with this Bren guy was, but surely he had to know we'd have to meet eventually.
True.
I I went back to my room, ate a bowl of ramen, and went to sleep. I woke up when I heard the front door to the apartment close again.
Oh, wow.
Then footsteps followed. The footsteps on the creaky wood floor made their way to the outside of my door, then stopped.
What?
I sat up and looked at the crack below the door. The outlines of feet could be seen through the light creeping in under the door. Why was he just standing out there like a creep?
What the frick?
Of course, I didn't say anything. I just waited for him to walk away. I didn't have my door locked, and I was low-key terrified of
Why
him.
did you not have your door locked, you freaking idiot? I don't understand these freaking morons that we call humans. You have your own separate room. He has his own separate room. Why did you not feel the need to lock the door in the night to your own room? So when it's time for you to go to work, you're going to leave your door open as well? Really? What's wrong with this idiot?
In my room.
I'm tired
But
of
thankfully,
this
I
nonsense.
walked away from my door and back to his room, and I heard him shut his door. I tried to go to sleep, but all night, all I heard were thumps coming from his room.
No.
I had no idea what he could possibly be doing.
He's trying to peek a hole through the
tempted to go knock on
freaking
his door and tell him to keep it down.
wall.
But I hadn't even met the guy yet, so I had to deal with it. Eventually, I fell asleep. And when I woke up in the morning, it seemed Bren was out already. Maybe at work, I didn't know at the time. I spent most of that day shopping for groceries and basic apartment necessities.
Okay.
When I got back, I dropped all the bags on the couch in the living room to give myself a rest. I cooked dinner, watched some Netflix on the couch. All the while, Bren never came home.
What was your job anyways?
I did a quick run to the nearby 7-Eleven to get toothpaste.
Huh.
And when I got back, I noticed Bren's door was cracked open and the light was on.
What?
So I figured this was it. The moment for me to say hello. I went to his door, knocked lightly twice, then pushed the door open. What I found in there was shocking.
What?
Or maybe I should say what I didn't find in there.
What the
room was
frick?
Completely empty. Not a single piece of furniture
Oh
except for a
my
single chair
gosh!
in the corner of the room. A kind of chair you'd find.
Oh!
My heart suddenly started racing.
This fool! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Then, oh, this is not good. I'm about to. Oh, my eyes are getting watery. Oh no!
And I started to shake.
Turn
Turned
around.
off the light in that room and shut the door.
Turn around.
Could this Bren person have been in the process of moving out? I went to my room, locked the door, and sat on my bed.
Yeah,
suddenly
lock the
getting a
door,
really bad
dumbass.
headache. I took out my phone and decided to call the landlord to ask him what the hell was going on. After dialing his number, I put the phone to my ear and suddenly heard a loud ringing sound coming from my closet.
Oh my gosh, he got the landlord. He bodied the landlord, bro. He demolished the landlord. He destroyed the landlord. Oh my gosh, man.
Felt like my heart, which was already racing, was now in my stomach. The phone rang twice, then went to voicemail. I got out from the bed, ready to open the closet, but I stopped and realized that given that the phone rang twice, that means he had his phone and he declined the call. I had the sick realization that the landlord was likely in my closet.
Whoa.
Never even was a Bren.
Whoa.
I ran to the bathroom, locked myself in, and called the cops. They got to the apartment shortly and searched the whole apartment with me. Sure enough, we found the landlord hiding under my bed.
What?
I tried pressing charges for trespassing, trying to get myself out of the lease, but it turned out there never even was a lease.
Wow.
The dude wasn't even an actual landlord. He didn't even own the apartment.
What?
I didn't get the rest of the story, like how he got the keys in the first place. I had my dad come the next day to help me move all my stuff back home. I found another apartment the next week, and it was a huge hassle going through the whole moving process again. I knew from the start the so-called landlord gave off bad vibes, but who would have ever imagined the events that were about to take place?
This fool, oh my lord, this fool was crazy. Bran was the landlord. What the
Our
frick is
famous
this?
one-day sales are back for summer. starting Friday, June 7th.
There was an ad on Zillow for a shared apartment near the chicken farm I worked at.
Huh.
I moved in because it was convenient and already furnished. I just dropped off my clothes and a mini dresser, and I already had a bed to sleep in the spare room.
Okay.
The man who was renting the room out to me was old. He was like 70 or something.
Oh no.
And his name was Ben.
Ugh, Ben.
It was a non-contractual agreement, meaning I'd pay him by the week. But he was more or less still a roommate. He was very old-fashioned, and that included everything in the house. I've never exactly come from a wealthy family, so trust me when I say this was a steal for me. One night after getting home from a long day of work, I collapsed into bed and fell asleep like a baby. But suddenly, I awoke to the bedroom door opening.
What?
Light poured into the room.
What the frick are you in my room?
Standing in the doorway was the old man, Ben, with his hand on the doorknob.
Oh my gosh, I knew it, bro. These freaking old ass people are freaking nuts. These old ass people are demonic as heck, man. Thank God they're old so we can beat their ass, but still, they're creepy, man. Smash that like button if you agree. Please.
He said in his deep, hoarse voice, "Stay out of the basement."
What?
He knew I went down there. I defended myself and assured him I didn't, because I actually didn't. He shut the door, and I heard him walk downstairs. I sat there thinking this guy must be unstable or something.
No, you crazy. He's more than that.
The next day, I was off from work. Ben took his old jalopy down the road. I'm guessing to the store. While I was alone, I stared at the basement door. I knew it was the basement door because I'd seen him go down there before.
Of course.
I went to open it just to peek downstairs.
Nope.
But obviously it was pitch black down there.
Then why would you?
I would have never been compelled to go down there if it weren't for his bizarre remark about not going down there.
Dumbass.
But I figured he wasn't going to be home anytime soon.
You're an idiot.
So I continued down.
You're stupid, bro. Are you a child or something? When the parents tell you to not do something, I'ma do it because when your parents say don't go in this room, I'ma go in the room. I'ma go, dumbass. Now it's gonna cost you your life. What you learn in your home will actually work when you go somewhere else in life. When your parents teach you to not go somewhere or to not do something, don't do it. Now some other person that he owns that house tells you not to go somewhere and you're doing it. Go into a basement that's pitch black, no light whatsoever.
I found the light switch at the bottom step for some
The
reason.
bottom.
It was for the most part a normal basement so far. But there was a door in the corner. Behind that door was something unimaginable.
Oh no.
The door was very hard to open
No,
because there
no.
was some rubber concealer under the door. I'm guessing to keep that awful smell out of the rest of the basement and house.
Blood?
The inside of this little room was a nightmare. Blood stains on the concrete floor.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Black bags stacked in the corner of the room, stretched long
This
enough to be
man is
bodies or body
the
parts.
matter.
And the smell of rotting life.
And you're next.
I had to refrain from puking right there. I noticed a camera hung in the top right corner of the room, aimed down at some workbench. I took a quick picture of the room and hurried out of there.
Oh shoot! This fool's part of the freaking. Oh, this fool's part of one of those group members in the freaking the dark web. This fool has a camera and everything. He's a part of the dark web. Yep, he gets paid for doing this. Trust me.
I went up to the spare bedroom, packed all of my clothes in a garbage bag, and heard the front door slam shut downstairs. He was back. I played it cool and greeted him from the upstairs hallway. He didn't respond. I heard him open the basement door and stomp downstairs. I saw that as my cue to sprint to my car.
Yup!
I made it to my car and without looking back, drove away from there. I drove 15 miles back to my brother's farm and showed him the picture.
Call
He said
911.
I was an idiot for not calling the sheriff sooner.
Yeah.
So I called 911 and told them to bring a search warrant to Ben's address and check the
Dumbass.
basement before he could clear it out.
You should have called him.
I made it clear I was simply his temporary roommate or tenant living with him.
Yup.
I came across it.
You were his next.
A few hours later, someone from the sheriff's department came to my brother's farm asking for my ID and some other information. I complied with them. They gave me the relieving news that Ben had been arrested. He was in the process of clearing any evidence from his basement, but he wasn't quick enough. The deputies didn't go into much detail about what exactly they found in those bags or anything else, but I don't think they were allowed to.
Good.
They
Bodies.
thanked me and went on their way. My brother let me stay with him for a few weeks till I was ready to get back out there and find another apartment.
Good. See, it's those cheap ass places. It's those cheap ass places. Haven't you noticed that every story, two of these stories so far have been about, oh my gosh, the place is so cheap, so it has to be a steal, so I have to get it as soon as possible. No, you're not supposed to be getting something like that so cheap, because that's how you know it's that sus. It's hella sus. It's all clucked up. From the very beginning. Story 3.
I'm not sure how many of you went to college.
Me.
For those of you who did, you most likely remember that feeling of walking into your dorm for the first time, meeting your roommate.
So he means university, because college and university in America. But yeah, my first time going to university was last year. I went to not a dorm. Well, I don't think it's called. Well, sure, you call it a dorm. Yeah, an apartment or what. Well, mine's not an apartment. It was in the school, you know what I'm saying? But like exactly like this in the picture right now. Yeah. I didn't have any roommates. Well, I had roommates, but like I didn't have roommates in my room or a person living in my, sleeping in my room, because I have my own single room. For anybody that's out there trying to get a room, make sure it's a single room.
Person you're supposed to ideally be friends with for the next 4 years. I certainly remember mine. I walked into my dorm for the first time.
This fool said I surely remember mine.
He had fair skin, black hair, glasses, and a slightly feminine tone in his voice.
Okay, so a murderer.
There was nothing wrong with any of that, but to me, he just immediately struck me as the gaming type, which was not exactly someone who I was going to vibe with easily.
Oh, you don't like
I
gamers?
shook his hand and he gave me a dead fish handshake. I was a little put off.
The frick?
I'll call him John for the purpose of this story. I left the room to go say hi to the other kids on the floor and meet as many people as possible. I instantly vibed with some of the other kids more than I did with John.
Of course.
Anyway, that first night consisted of a lot of unpacking and hanging around.
Bro, this music is freaking cheesing me.
So I did try to get to know John a little bit. It wasn't that he was a mean person, it was just he didn't seem to really know how to converse. I would ask him questions about himself, and he'd give me one-word responses.
That's me.
Responses that barely even made sense. He even went to bed really early, shutting off his lamp at like 10 o'clock.
How is that early? That's normal time, bro. Frick is you on? When do you go to bed? 5 o'clock a.m. when you have class at 8:30 a.m. in the morning? Calculus class? You have your test and you haven't studied for it?
No one had classes the next day, so I just found it on. I put headphones in and watched
funny.
videos on my phone until around 12. Then
Okay.
I went to sleep. The next morning, a few of the guys on my floor and I went to the dining hall.
Sorry.
together.
My nose.
When I got back to my room,
So
I
stuffy.
noticed my duffel bag was moved. I looked at John, who was sitting on his bed.
What?
I went to go through my bag to see if anything was missing.
Wait. So you were asleep. Wait, hold up, guys. I'll be right back. Bro, this freaking washing door is creaked open. I don't know. I swear I closed this door. What the frick, man? We're not dealing with this nonsense today. Nope. Close the freaking door. Close that door. Close that washroom door. The frick? If this washroom door creaks open again, I'm hauling ass out this house. Anywho, so you were asleep. You wake up. You notice your duffel bag was moved. This fool is sitting on the bed. Your room is sitting on the bed, just laying down on the bed, awake. He's probably staring at your ass while you were sleeping. Creepy.
When I got back to my room, I noticed my duffel bag was moved. I looked at John.
Oh, when you got back to your room. Okay, sorry. Okay, I thought you were sleeping.
He was sitting on his bed. Then I went to go through my bag to see if anything was missing.
Okay.
I couldn't find what it was, but my bag just seemed lighter. I straight up accused John of going through my bag, and he denied it with a very aggressive tone.
Huh.
What could I do, though? I didn't have cameras in the room, so I couldn't prove it.
Yeah.
The next night, I tried inviting John out with me and a couple of the other kids.
It looks
from
like
the
it.
floor. He didn't want to go, claiming he was trying to stay on top of his work as soon as possible.
Yeah, right? Stay on top. He's trying to go through your stuff. This is why I don't like roommates, man. They're freaking sus as heck.
So I went out, and when I got back, John was fast asleep. It was kind of late, so I just went straight to bed too. It started to rain pretty heavy outside. A storm was in the forecast. I woke up in the middle of the night hearing thunder crashing. I was too comfortable and lazy to roll over.
Are you sure
and
that
look
was
outside.
thunder? The frick?
But even with my eyes closed, I was noticing the constant flashing from the lightning. If anything, it actually helped put me back to sleep.
Yeah, it's the soothing. It's
Next
soothing.
morning, I woke up, and my backpack was open and moved. I didn't accuse John this time. I decided I was going to stay up that night and wait, listen to what he was doing. So, after a long rainy day, night came, as did the time for me to hit the hay.
Yep.
I stayed on my phone for a long time.
Still haven't
listening to
done your
the rain
homework.
Outside the window. Around 1 or 2 a.m., I flipped on my side and pretended to be asleep.
Yeah.
I did this for a long time, and eventually I started noticing the flashes again. 2 or 3, actually. I turned to my other side and saw John sitting upright in his bed. I only caught a glimpse of him quickly putting down his arms as I flipped over.
Oh my gosh!
Suddenly all those flashes made sense.
Oh my
It wasn't
gosh!
lightning. It was him taking pictures of me.
Oh!
I
That's
pulled down and
so,
said, "What are you doing?"
that's so creepy!
Stuttered and said he couldn't sleep.
Oh!
The next day I told the other kids on the floor about it and how weird John was.
Nah, this fool needs to
I should
get this
request
fool
a
out
name
of here.
change. I agreed with them. At whatever point I went back to the room, John was actually gone for once. I couldn't believe it.
He left.
His laptop was also on his bed with the lid cracked open. I had to snoop. I
Nope.
was too curious.
You're stupid.
I opened the laptop, and I was on John's desktop, which was littered full of folders, programs, and images.
Oh no.
It was the
Don't
messiest
tell me.
desktop I've ever seen. I started opening the random pictures on his desktop. Most of them
No.
were weird, but then I got to the disturbing ones.
No.
Pictures of me. Upon opening one of them, I realized it was a picture of me in bed, taken with an iPhone with a flash.
Oh my freaking
He also had
gosh.
all the pictures he'd taken of me on his computer. He even had pictures of my duffel bag and the inside of my backpack.
Bro.
I took a video of the laptop screen, then deleted every picture I could find from his computer and closed his laptop.
Damn. You did all
I went
that.
straight to the hall that dealt with dorm life and showed them the video.
Oh wow.
I requested a new roommate immediately.
Yup. Or a single room immediately. I don't want no one in my room. I want a single room. I know you guys got single rooms. I know you guys got some single room out there. Stop playing games. I'll be like, I don't know, we don't have no single room. No, you got a single room. Stop playing games. I don't want a next. I don't want a roommate. I don't want no roommates no more.
John was disciplined.
Got me all the way clucked
I was
up.
going to be given a new room across campus the next day. However, on my last night with John, I couldn't sleep at all. I heard the springs under his mattress kinking as he got up from his bed at some odd hour in the night. Then silence. Silence until I heard a short, quiet exhale come from right above my bed.
Oh shoot!
He was standing over my bed.
What?
But I was just simply too afraid to turn around.
Oh, he's about to kill
And
you.
a minute later, I heard the springs under his mattress again, and the rest of the night was silence.
He crazy.
I was out first thing in the morning.
What the you allow that? Do you know what I would have done? If he's on top of my bed, looking down at me like this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I would be doing? I would literally be sleeping like this, like a baby. like a black baby. Wait, what the frick is going on? Get the frick off my bed! And I'm beating his ass. Simple, straight, like that. Okay, wait, well, hold up. Yeah.
My new roommate was like a breath of fresh air, a normal guy. It's a little creepy knowing that John Kid still has all those pictures of me sleeping on his phone.
Wow.
I don't know what his goal with those pictures were. I don't know why he just stood over my bed like that the last night I was there. I don't know why he went through my bags. The kid was an insane creep, and I'm happy I got away from him.
I can't believe he's still on campus. That doesn't make any sense. What type of... Bro, freaking America, man. What the frick is going on here? This guy is going through... Bro, he is violating out the ass. He's violating all freaking rules out the ass. And you're telling me that he's still in the school till this day? He has the room to himself? He's not even in... He's on the same floor as everyone else? Everyone knows how sus and crazy he is, and you're telling me that he still was at the school, even though he has pictures. Like, what? Nah, that school's trash. That school is absolutely trash. He needs to leave.
For summer, starting Friday,
The frick
June
is this? Last story. Let's make it, bro. I'm done. I'm actually done. Bro, this
When I
video's
moved
about to
out
be
from
30
home,
minutes.
my dad's friend Kathy was subletting her apartment with 2 bedrooms. She said she'd give me a good deal. However, I'd have to share it with some older woman she found.
Okay.
She was tight on money.
Not the older woman, man. She's clocked up.
I understood. Kathy introduced the woman and I the day I moved in. Her name was Betty.
Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me! Why do I keep pausing it? I'm sorry, but Betty? That is the ultimate red flag. Red flag that should be telling you that is sus. Betty's the type of person to be like, can you get inside the oven for me so I can clean it? She's the type of person saying that my father was in the circus. I've been a good girl. Have you been? That's from the It movie, the trailer.
She was like 60
Dumbass.
years old. It felt weird knowing I'd have a roommate who could almost be my grandma. Since Kathy was
Almost?
subletting the apartment,
That's right.
it already had furniture.
Grandma looking
I
ass.
just had to bring my own bed and dresser.
Damn.
The weirdness started on the second night. I was watching TV in the living room when Betty's head appeared from behind the wall to the hallway, and she stared at me intently.
What?
She started muttering these strange, faint noises.
Oh my freaking! I can't deal with this. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it, guys. We're so close, but so freaking far. Why yo, get this old ass woman to the hospital. Take her to the freaking Take her to the freaking to the retirement home. Like, the frick are you doing here?
Betty, you okay? I asked. She groaned and disappeared back into the hallway.
She crazy.
I immediately got on the phone with Kathy.
Oh my
and asked
gosh,
if
the
there was
music is
something
freaking
wrong with
creepy.
Betty. Kathy said there was nothing wrong with her as far as she knew. I
Lies.
only met her a week ago. When I told her about what Kathy just did, she was surprised.
Yeah.
The next day, I ran into Kathy cooking
Ooh,
eggs
that's
in
a
the kitchen.
nice ass kitchen.
She said good morning, and I asked her if she was okay last night. She seemed confused what I was referring to, and I mentioned the way she was staring at me and making those noises. She claimed she had no recollection of it.
Oh, she's one of those type of women. She's the type of woman to get possessed at night, not remember anything, and then during the day, she's the happy, loving one. Yeah, but during the night, she's possessed, and she's freaking clucked.
All I could chalk it up to in my head was some kind of psychotic break. Fast forwarding through normal, unnecessary fluff. I bed on my laptop with the light off. There was a knock at my bedroom door. I muted my laptop and heard the same moaning and groaning sounds of Betty from the night before.
Gosh!
I was uncomfortable with going out there, but this confirmed that something was definitely wrong with this woman.
Oh!
She kept
I want to
knocking
hear that.
and wouldn't stop. But the door was unlocked. If something was really wrong, I figured she'd come in.
Why would you have it unlock your freaking door?
I really think the knocking
Tired of
went
these
on for a
idiots.
full minute before I heard her walk away.
Idiots.
It seemed these little episodes of hers would only happen at night. I almost wanted to be able to lock the door because it was kind of creepy actually, but the door had no lock.
You live in a freaking... You rent a house with no lock. That's on you. Whatever happens to you at the end of this story, I don't give a damn. You live in you rent a place, you rent an apartment with no lock. What the frick is wrong with you?
But she left, so I was okay to go to sleep now. I woke up expecting it
Corey,
to be
this is
9
Corey
a.m.,
Kench's
but it was
instrumental.
pitch black. I looked at my clock, and it was 1:30 a.m. What I was woken up by became clear when there was a creak in the floor in the room.
Oh!
I saw a figure standing at the edge of my bed in the dark.
Oh my gosh!
I heard the familiar groaning sounds again. I flipped on the lamp next to my bed, and there she was.
Woo!
This 60-something-year-old woman, with her long graying hair all disheveled, looking like a half-awake psycho.
Oh my
What I
gosh!
noticed was the large knife in her hand.
Oh!
A horrific scream as I curled up in the corner of my bed, expecting her to attack or do something. But she just kept making her strange sounds.
Oh my gosh!
I ran to shut the door and block it with the dresser. I tried calling Kathy, but she was obviously asleep.
Of course.
I had to make it through the night, and it was a long 6 hours before the sun came up. I called
didn't even call the
Kathy
police?
and explained everything.
You're
I
stupid.
told her she needed to evict Betty immediately. She couldn't believe it, but she still apologized and said she'd be over that day. Kathy came to speak to Betty. She couldn't just evict her right away without a notice, though.
Well, why did the voice
eviction
change like
process
that?
Takes months. So Kathy told me it was best if I just left the apartment and found somewhere else to live while she dealt with Betty.
That's stupid.
Betty apologized.
Nah, I already know. The freaking, the landlord, that owner, and Betty, they're in cahoots. They're in cahoots. They're in cahoots. Betty and the landlord owner, they're in cahoots.
Apologized and said she had no recollection of any of this stuff happening. After Kathy and I did some research, we determined Betty most likely had a severe case of sundowning syndrome, which causes people to become confused or aggressive late in the day when the sun goes down.
Oh wow.
It's really terrifying knowing.
I heard of that. Yeah. I was about to say that too. Like low key. No, what did you say it was called again?
Most likely had a severe case of sundowning syndrome.
Yeah, I heard about that before. I think I learned it one time, but yeah, this is an actual thing, guys. That's actually so creepy. Like, obviously, I was saying that she's probably like freaking possessed and stuff, but in the back of my head, I was thinking, yeah, she's old. She probably has this type of condition. I had a feeling.
Which causes people to become confused or aggressive late in the day when the sun goes down.
That's creepy.
It's really terrifying knowing in a bit of a confused state of mind she was in. She likely had the intention of coming into my room and stabbing me for whatever reason.
Oh my gosh, we're done. I don't want to hear the end of this freaking music, bro. We're done here. Nah, but seriously though, what in the world, man? Oh my gosh. Sundown syndrome, I forgot how you say it, but sundown syndrome, I think that's how you say it, is serious. It's not like a joke, bro. It really isn't. Like, I hear this sometimes, not all the time, but I hear it sometimes, but it's freaking clucked. If you guys are new to the channel, smash that like button, comment down below your opinions, guys. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes on this video. That would be amazing. Yeah. This. Oh man, I hope you guys are happy that I reacted to this. I really want to not. I didn't want to I wanted to avoid this as much as possible. But yeah. Catch you guys later. Oh, frick, man. Oh man. Oh my gosh, that's freaking creepy, bro. Old ass people creep me the heck out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.